So this is filmed in Sky Valley, California. This is my buddy's olive orchard. He installed all this about 4 years ago. On this 5 acres, there is 950 olive trees, varieties from Spain, Morocco, and Israel. So they're all well adapted to desert climates, and they have done really well. And you can see some of the bigger trees. They've been in the ground for 4 years, and they were a 5 gallon plant when they were first planted. Here I am walking up to them, and you can kind of just see. So this 5 acres was just sold, and they came and they harvested their first run 3,000 pounds of olives, and they got, from my understanding, about 54 gallons of olive oil. And the guy at the press said that it is some of the highest oil content he's seen come out of olives being pressed at their facility. So this is just a testament to what can be done. All these are just out in full sun. There's no, no cover crop, no significant mulching, no companion planting of any sorts besides other olives. There is a windbreak of the name is escaping me right now. Eucalyptus. There we go. Eucalyptus trees for windbreak, and eventually they'll get nice and big and help stop some of that harsh wind coming through on this flat open space. But this just gives you an idea of what you can do out in the desert. Olives, they do really good, and it's a great crop to have, especially since the olive industry in Central California is starting to kind of fizzle out, from my understanding. I have friends that sell the ancient olives to clients and for regular landscape purposes. They don't want them for olives or for olive oil. They just want them because they look cool, and it's more of a stature and a statement piece on in your landscape. But this is for olive oil. This is what this grove was planted for and was bought for. And you can see that they're just doing really good. And I'm going to get up close here, and you can see some of the olives. I'm going to squish it, and you're going to see that oil come out. And I mean, who doesn't love like super good unfiltered olive oil? So I'm just kind of putting my stick up in the air so you can kind of see that there's just rows and rows and rows of olive trees. So originally my buddy actually had other stuff growing here, and he ended up ripping it out. He had almonds. So here you go, pulling one out. Look at all that. Tons of oil. Insane. And there is a well on the property. That's what waters everything, so that does make a huge difference. If you were to water this on, a water agency's, it probably could get quite expensive every month. But if you're getting a good price for your crop, well, then more than likely worth it. But that's farming. That's agriculture. We are more than likely in the process of buying the other side from my friend. And then I would probably be interested in caretaking this orchard. I would definitely implement some of my practices here. So we'd be mulching real heavily right off the bat, and then probably layering with compost a little later on in the year, and then rinse and repeat till we start building the soil life up. Might even talk about possibly interplanting some things to help with pollination and just sustainability. My practice is I don't use pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, miticides, or synthetic fertilizers. However, on this scale, it would be a true test to see what could be done. But I definitely would love to get a crack at it. You can see the orchard just goes on and on and on and on. It's a beautiful thing to see. My friend here has worked very hard at this for the last 4 years. To make it something that somebody would want to buy and for it to be profitable. So there's a lot of beauty in agriculture and a lot of beauty in farming. It's a lot of hard work though, and my friend is able to reap the benefits of his hard labor over the last few years. And what you're seeing is what he has to show for it. So he had this listed for about a year, and it finally sold. And And so, there's other ways besides just growing a crop and selling it, or a product from that crop, in order to make money in agriculture or farming. Um, and one thing is to develop raw land, make it productive, and then sell it. And that's how my friend has done that in California, and in other parts of the United States, and also in other countries as well too. It's how he's made his living, his entire adult life. So, when you look at this, I look at it as a great example of how to turn some raw, barren, unused land into something that's productive, that somebody would want. Back in the day, this was an area that most people didn't want to live in, and now you're seeing people that are, really wanting to go make something of nothing. And that's the entrepreneurial American spirit, right at work, you know. And it's amazing to see. It's amazing to walk through here. And I remember when all this stuff was planted, and they were all very small, and you could see from one end to the other. And now when you're walking in here, you can't see from one end to the other just so clearly, because you have these trees that have now gotten bigger. All those are only in the ground. The bigger ones only in the ground for 3 to 4 years. So olives are known to be slow growers, but seems to be in this situation, they're growing. I would say, wouldn't necessarily rapid, but better than a slow growing for sure. So once these trees have gotten bigger and they're producing tons of olives, yeah, look at this. I'm about to pick this other one right here, and you're gonna see all this oil. Oh, whoopsie! Right there. My hands smelled, and they were just, yeah, oily. Look at that. Greasy. Greasy, greasy, greasy. There you go. Oh, whoop. Yep, look at that. Imagine having some unfiltered olive oil of that in your food, in your cooking. Amazing. You can't beat that. The stuff at the store, for the most part, is, yeah, it's not good. So you don't know what it's been treated with, or what was sprayed on the tree. This is pure Southern California, Coachella Valley olive oil. It's amazing. So this is just a testament to what can be done. Please, any questions, tag them down below. I'd love to answer them. Thanks for watching. Take care.